Hello my love and welcome back to the channel, and if you are new here, I am Kay, an astrologer, numerologist and spiritual witch here on YouTube. Listen, if you've been attracted to this video, take this as your confirmation from your own spirit guides and angels that you were meant to receive it. Check out the new book by me also, Make It Happen, How to Manifest Anything. The link is in the description box below. Let's get into your video. Hello Aquarius and welcome back to the channel if you have been here before, and if you're new then thank you so much for being here. So look Aquarius, what I see for us and for our sign this month is a lot of spiritual alignment happening, some new experiences happening, and certainly your career looks very good and your home life. So as we start the month of October, what we can see here on the screen is we've got the chart for the full moon and how it will look during this day. But as we start the month, this is where your new experiences and your spiritual alignment comes into play, because we have the sun, which is down here on the screen circled in black at the bottom at 16 degrees of Libra. This energy will be around your 9th house. So this is about growth, health, vitality, and potentially even some opportunities coming towards you. And it is to do with something that will be new. Could be for some of you in your life, whatever it is that you've been experiencing of late or you're experiencing currently, something new could come into you, whether this is a new job, a new person, a new direction that you go in. It's all about newness. Now, this is the area of life that also deals with travel, and I like to call it spiritual alignment because it's the house of what a person believes and how they see life. Now, when we actually get to the full moon, which will be today, the day of me recording this horoscope, so I'm a little bit late. I didn't get it out on the 1st of October, but it will happen on the 9th of October at around 8:55 p.m. So this is GMT, my local time. So it could be today or it could be the day before for you, depending where you are in the world. But when the moon gets to 16 degrees of Aries, that will be the full moon. So on the screen, we can see circled in black on the other side, up by the arrow and number 2 in pink, the black circle is the moon. She's there at 16 degrees of Aries. Now this full moon, actually what is being shown to us from the universe is that we're going to have an opportunity to heal some kind of trauma. And I say this because just to the right hand side of the moon on the screen, you can see circled in pink the asteroid Chiron. The moon, she will form a conjunction with this asteroid, an asteroid that is about wound healing. It's about where we feel the most pain. And the moon, she is a representation of our emotions. For you, Aquarius, this energy is going to drop down from where it is on the screen and be around your 3rd house. So for you, it could be your extended family, your education, your ideas, any kind of communication that you've been having with situations, people, places, and things, or if you have been waiting for some kind of communication from another person, situation, place, or thing that will bring you some kind of healing around this full moon week that may just happen for you. So I really hope that resonates and does happen if anyone needs it. Now, 2 other things are also happening this full moon week. We're going to have Mercury, which has been in retrograde, finally turned direct. So on the screen, circled in blue, we've got the symbol here for the planet Mercury. He will turn direct at about 6 degrees of the sign of Virgo. And for you, this is going to be around your shared areas of life. So this is about finances, debts, taxes. It's finances that you share, or maybe even inheritance or property that you may share with someone else. But this is also the house of death and rebirth and transformation. So what I see here is where Mercury is the planet of communication, it is the planet of IT, and it is the planet of thoughts. You could be having some transformative ideas, or maybe you may hear some good news that could be quite transformational for you and your life around this time. The second thing is that Pluto, which is circled here in green on the screen by number 4, he has been in retrograde for a majority of 2022. Now, this is the planet that brings transformation into our life. He kind of forces us to change or forces things to happen, whether we like it or not. You know, Pluto will do that. Now, he's finally going to turn direct as well at around 26 degrees of the sign Capricorn. And for you, Aquarius, or for us, I should say, because I'm an Aquarius myself, this is in a very, very important and I think lovely part of our chart, because it's going to be the area of where we feel held back in life. So this is the 12th house. So this part of our chart deals with situations, people, places and things that we feel, whether this is mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, in whatever way they are holding us back. Or it could be ourselves as well, how we hold ourselves back. Now this house or this area of life also deals with large institutions that you may work for or that you deal with. It's the house of mental well-being and spirit communication. And when I say spirit communication, I don't mean spirituality. This is the area of life where we are given messages, where we receive messages. So for myself and every other Aquarius out there, I would say, as we go through this full moon week, really pay attention to what comes to you, how you're feeling. If you're seeing things like 111, 222, you know, it's when we see these kind of coincidences that we call them in life. This is spirit communication. So be open to receive any kind of guidance that you may get from the universe, from God, whatever it is that you believe in. Pluto turning direct in this part of our chart. This is something really key for me as well that I think is beneficial to every Aquarius, because it could translate for some of us that anything that has been held back or stuck, or that we feel we've been in a bit of a funk with and we need to get out of this like certain mood that we're in. Now Pluto is finally turning direct, where he has been retrograde in this part of our chart. It could be that things really start to move forward if you've been feeling held back in whatever way that resonates in your life. So once we've got through the full moon in Aries this month, we're going to move further through the month, and by the end of the month we'll be having a new moon in Scorpio. So we've got the chart here for the day and how it's going to look, and this is not any old new moon. This is actually going to be an eclipse, and this will happen on the 25th of October at around 11:49 a.m. This is GMT time, again my local time, so it could be the same day for you, it could be the day before, it depends where you are in the world, but it will happen when the sun and the moon are conjunct at 2 degrees of Scorpio. On the screen we can see where the arrow and number 1 is circled in black. We've got the sun, the moon, and we've also got a third planet of Venus. These three are all at 2 degrees of Scorpio during this new moon eclipse. This is key because when we have 3 or more planets under an energy or a sign, it's a stellium, and it indicates that this area of life is going to be very, very important for wherever it will fall in a person's chart. Now for you Aquarius, at this point in time when we get to the new moon week, the sun would have moved from Libra and gone into Scorpio. And the kind of eclipse that we're having, it's one where it's by the south node, so it's about release. But at the same time, an opportunity may come in for all of us because it's a new moon, and that's what new moons do. Just by where we've got the planets circled in black, to the left of that you can kind of see like a horseshoe symbol in black. This is the south node here, so this is about releasing something. Now with Venus in the mix and influencing this new moon, it could be to do with love, money, art, beauty, or what it is that you desire, because this is what she represents. And so being a new moon and a new moon eclipse, something may depart, but at the same time something has to come in for you. And for you Aquarius, it's in a really lovely area. It will be around your career, your directions and your goals in life. So it could be if there's been an opportunity that you didn't have, or something slipped away to do with your career or your goals or where you're going, then as we close out the year, this eclipse could bring something to you in that part of your life, because you are having a 10th house eclipse. And you know, this is really good. It's great for your career, it's great for your direction, it's great for your goals. Now this same new moon week, we're having 2 key things happen as well. So our ruling planet, or one of our ruling planets, Saturn, in traditional astrology, he is here circled in green by number 2. He has been going through retrograde for a majority of 2022 as well. And because he is our traditional ruling planet, it's very, very obvious that a lot of Aquariuses may have been feeling this. I have most definitely. And so, Saturn is that planet that brings challenge. He brings sometimes hardships, lesson learning. But what his ultimate goal is to do is to help us mature with something, even if we're facing a challenge. Now, he's going to turn direct this new moon week at about 18 degrees of the sign Aquarius. So if you are I'd say mid to late born Aquarius, probably mid born in the season, this is going to be somewhere directly near your sun. I mean, it will be for all of us, every Aquarius, this is going to be in our first house of us because it's happening in our sign. But if you are a mid-born-ish Aquarius, then you may feel this deeply. It's about you, Aquarius. It's about your desires. It's about what you want. It's about your approach to life. It's about your appearance as well, because this comes in the first house, and it's all about your personality and how you go about life. So if you have been facing challenges directly yourself as an Aquarius, with our traditional ruler actually going back in retrograde and causing maybe some disruption, I would like to think and hope that this new moon week, as he turns direct, this could start to clear itself up and he starts moving forward. And so your life, your approach to life can start to move forward, and those challenges that you may have been feeling as an Aquarius could release. Now, let's not forget we're also in the age of Aquarius as well, which is happening right now. So for all of us, I'd say that if you are an Aquarius right now, it's a pretty big time in your life. But I'm hoping and I'm predicting that with Saturn turning direct, this could change. You know, you could really start to feel things move forward, and where you feel stuck or challenged, this can start to ease off. Now, the second thing that's happening this new moon week is down where we have number 3 in blue, and circled in blue, we have the planet Mars. Now, Mars is going to go into retrograde. And for anyone who's not familiar with retrograde, just as a basic heads up, it's when a planet has traveled as far as it can on its axis. You know, it's gone as far as it can in the universe, and it appears from planet Earth that it is moving backwards, although technically it's not, because planets cannot move backwards. But where everything else in the universe is still moving in a direct motion, it appears that the planet is moving backwards. When a planet retrogrades, it brings us back to a situation, person, place, or thing in our lives, in a certain part of our life, depending on where it will fall in your chart, to take a second look, to revamp things, to think over things, and to basically make sure that everything is okay with whatever part of life it is falling in. Mars is that planet of determination. He is the planet of war. He is the planet of drive. And in a birth chart, he could represent a person's sex drive, how they manage their anger, and what it is that really motivates them in life. So with Mars going into retrograde at about 25 degrees of the sign Gemini this new moon week, for us, for Aquarius, he is going to be going back through our home life, our private life, and you know what it is that we call secure, and our foundations, and the mother figure also comes in this part of our life as well. So what we're talking about here is the 4th house. Now, where Mars is that planet of motivation, it could be for some of us, we are brought back to this part of our life to take a second look at it, or deal with things in our private life, our home life, and with our family. And some of us may not want to do this. Some of us may feel a lack of motivation, because this is the planet of motivation going into retrograde. For others of you, and I have certainly felt this myself during a Mars retrograde, you get increased motivation. So it can work the other way. It really does depend on how a Mars retrograde will impact you. And this is just a general horoscope, but in general terms, what it means is that our home life, our private life, our foundations, and things that we don't put on social media, things that are very personal to us, and people, places, situations, and things that resonate or are part of our home life and our private life, this is going to be key as we close out October and we move into November, because for at least 3 or 4 weeks Mars will be in retrograde. So it's a good time to really focus in on your home life, your family life, and what's going on here. But at the same time, being a new moon week and an eclipse, where the energy is mainly surrounded around your 10th house, around your career and your goals, at the same time as we close out the month of October and move into November, really, Aquarius, start thinking about where it is you're going. What is it you're doing with your career? What is it you're doing with your direction? Because the universe is really, really supporting you here, especially with Venus forming part of this new moon eclipse and bringing you, or bringing us all, what we desire. But it just so happens for us, for Aquarius, it is to do with our career, our goals, and our direction in life. Okay, Aquarius, so to close out your horoscope for this month, one last thing I need to speak to everyone about is Jupiter's retrograde. Jupiter is that planet that brings growth, health, good luck, fortune. He is such a benevolent and happy planet that really seeks to expand things, and he seeks to bring fortune and good luck. Now, he has been retrograding for a lot of this year, and I've done videos on this before, and he is about to go into Aries at 0 degrees during this new moon week, during this eclipse. So here he is on the screen, circled in red. And when a planet is at 0 degrees, whether this is in your birth chart, like myself, and you're born with it, or you know someone, or it happens on a day-to-day basis like it is during this new moon, this planet is actually offering us all a chance to start a new chapter, because he's at 0 degrees and it's like a reset button. Now for you Aquarius, this is going to be around your extended family, your education, short trips that you may do, and any communications that you have with situations, people, places and things, and also, you know, any of your thoughts, your mental thoughts. So it's your third house. So if you are someone who wishes to travel, if you are someone who's thinking of going back to school, if you have, you know, situations with your extended family, and by this I mean like uncles, aunts, cousins, or even people that you consider close friends and you consider them to be like a family. They don't have to be blood related, but if they are blood related members of your family, this is not your immediate family like your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister. This is more distant. So it could be that there's some good luck around extended family and also short trips. It could be a good time for travel. And if you are waiting to hear any news, any kind of communication, this could come into you as Jupiter goes into Aries at 0 degrees. Now on the 28th of October at around 6:09 a.m., this is GMT, my local time again, Jupiter will enter the sign Pisces, and it is such a beautiful thing when Jupiter is in this sign. And I did do a video on this. You might want to check this out on why Jupiter in Pisces throughout 2022, because he has been here a lot, is really bringing us some good luck and fortune. This could have been a really fortunate year for all of us, depending on where this transit will fall in our chart, because Jupiter and Pisces, they're a brilliant tag team. Pisces is like the sign that will elevate and bring out the best in Jupiter. I like to call it the Midas touch. And for you Aquarius, this is going to fall in our second house of money and finances. So where Jupiter is here on the screen, circled and the arrow is, it seems like what the universe wants to bring to us is some good luck when it comes to our personal finances and what it is that we own. And in this part of life, we always have things like values. So it's not just how valuable you are in terms of your assets. It's more things like what you place value on as a person, what values and morals you hold as a person as well. And our body also comes in the second house as well. But generally speaking, this is mainly a finance house, and I wish that as many Aquariuses as possible feel this energy and that you are financially blessed, because when this transit happens, it could be that the end of 2022 could be financially rewarding for you, whether this is a reward for all the hard work you've done, whether this is a new job that you get, whether this is a pay rise, however it comes to you. I'm really seeing for our sign some financial blessings as we close out the month and certainly as we close out the year, because Jupiter will be here for some time. So that's about it, Aquarius. That's what I see for us and what's going on for this month of October. As mentioned, I'm so sorry I didn't get to get this out for the 1st of October. It's been a very, very busy few weeks, but hopefully my only intention was that this message reaches whoever needs to hear it and that there was something here to help you. So if so, please do give the video a like, drop me a comment, let me know how this resonates for you. And as it's the full moon today at the time of me recording this, don't forget to check out the full moon affirmations that I've set up for the energy around this full moon. The video may just pop up here as I'm speaking or when the video ends. So have a wonderful month. And if you're new here, then why not subscribe? I would love to see you here again. And if you're someone coming back, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the support. And I'll see you in November for your horoscope then. So enjoy the month and I'll see you soon. Hello, my love, and welcome back to the channel. And if you are new here, I am Kay, an astrologer, numerologist, and spiritual witch here on YouTube. Listen, if you've been attracted to this video, take this as your confirmation from your own spirit guides and angels that you were meant to receive it. Check out the new book by me also, Make It Happen, How to Manifest Anything. The link is in the description box below. Let's get into your video.